0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1.
Annette, I wasn't expecting you. What do you have for me today?
My apologies, Miss Rose. The, weekly report, ma'am.
Friday already. Go ahead.
Oh, of course. Project Hope is progressing steadily. The personality cores still need some fine-tuning, namely the compassion nodes. However, judging that you donated your own psych identity profile as the basis, I expect that it will turn out just as lovely as you. Additionally, the diagnostic database is fully updated, and the neural link apparatus is in its final stages of development. We predict that the beta will launch within the next 3 weeks.
Speaking of which, our primary candidate subject has signed the waiver. What's their name again?
Darling, what's the matter? You've been seeming off lately. Does your head hurt? Why are you making that face? No. You're not just fine. Don't lie to me. You're clearly sick or something. No, you're not okay. I want you to rest while I go out and get some medicine. Shh. I'll be back soon, darling.
Annette.
Miss Rose? I am sorry, I didn't realize that you'd be stopping by. I must have missed your notice.
Shh, Annette. There was no notice.
Do forgive me. How can I help you?
Lately, I haven't been able to help but notice your level of dedication on Project Hope. Yet additionally, I can't deny the dissatisfaction I have towards the current head of operation.
I thank you, President Rose. I mean, Miss... I'm so sorry to ask, but what are you trying to say?
You see, it seems the head scientist for Project Hope was not as qualified as I was led to believe.
With all due respect, ma'am, the computer has been functioning relatively soundly despite the compassion core setbacks.
Yes. The neural projections. They have been properly reflecting the personas of the subject's trusted companions. Yes?
Yes?
Here is my dilemma. I have made it abundantly clear to Dr. Sterling that the computer is reflecting a personality level too similar to that of the subject's companions. Yet, despite my demands to retain a purely visible manifestation of those companions, Dr. Sterling continually argues that transferring complete processing control to my personality cores jeopardizes the subject's safety.
But ma'am, what about the obsessive readings? The compassion core isn't ready to have complete control. Even with its current levels, it's still overpowered the—
Annette, don't be like Dr. Sterling. A medical diagnostic AI cannot retain a clinical demeanor under the personalities of whoever the subject conjures up. The obsessive readings can be resolved once we isolate my cores as the singular personality factor. In the meantime, I'd like you to oversee the rest of the operations moving forward.
You want me to... What an honor. But what about Dr. Sterling?
Dr. Sterling is irrelevant now. I want the simulations reset until my cores have completely eradicated any traces of rivaling personalities coming from the subject's mind. The only influences I want are with the purely visual representations of people they are comfortable with. But please, leave Dr. Sterling out of this.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get right to work.
I'm back, darling. Darling, your wrists. They're bleeding. The handcuffs can't be too tight. You asked me to loosen them. But you were just trying to. Enough pretending, you little brat. Some part of me knew you would fall for that lie. I've been watching you this entire time. As much as it pains me to say, watching you wrestle with those chains in a last-ditch effort to find your pathetic freedom was exactly what I first saw. I even gave you time to consider giving up. But no. You would rather tear your wrists to shreds than accept my adoration. I just can't get you to listen. Futile. Pointless. Every attempt at fixing you has been nothing but heartbreak. It never mattered what I made myself look like. It was always the same. A mangled expression of disgusted horror plastered on your beautiful face every time I showed you my love. Softness was ineffective. Familiarity was ineffective. Strict enforcement completely and utterly ineffective. To think you would try to escape me as soon as I made you believe that I was going out. That was the last straw, darling. The final nail in the coffin. Oh, now you're begging. Shut your damn mouth. Since you won't accept my love willingly, I'll make you a part of me forever. I've made up my mind, darling. The simulations I put you through were clearly not enough. No matter how many times I reset and drill it into your head that I love you, you keep trying to escape. I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. Quit your trembling. This will all be over soon. Once the apparatus connected to your worldly body has fused itself to your brain, I can extract your consciousness and make it a part of me.
Errors. Errors. Power supply bottleneck. Errors. Errors. Initiating 5-minute panic mode.
Hello? I can't believe it. You're awake. The bottleneck. It actually worked. Subject Alpha, can you hear me? This is Dr. Sterling. See that camera in the corner? Wave if you can hear me. Fantastic. Fantastic. Subject Alpha, I need you to listen to me very carefully if we both want to make it out of here alive. Do you still remember your way around the complex? Good, good. I'm injured, so I need you to run to the second floor security office. I'll explain the situation on your way and hurry. We don't have much time. Was that? Where is everyone? Right. I suppose you weren't aware any of this was happening. It looks like I'm going to have to start from the beginning. As you know, Project Hope has been progressing under the advertised description of a digital health assistant with advanced diagnostic capabilities, calculate biometric sedation methods, Neuralink technology, and most importantly, personality projection based on the user's real-life companions. I have spent years working with the team to develop this technology in order to create a world where impersonal and anxiety-inducing healthcare is a figment of the past. I never imagined the nightmare this would spawn. The world it created. It was as impulsive and unpredictable as an animal. It played games with itself. It played games with you. We were lied to Subject Alpha. The president, the person much of the world looks up to as an hero, was a bloody f***ing monster all along. None of us knew what was going on behind the scenes here at Cobalt Industries. She's sick. She's the reason the computer turned against you. I can't tell you everything. I wish I could. All I know is that somewhere far from here, locked up in a pretty little cage, is someone who she obsesses over more than anyone. No, anything in this whole world. No. Project Hope was not creating a machine that would become the most advanced technological breakthrough in the world of healthcare. No. The machine that had you locked up in your own mind for the past 3 weeks was nothing but a twisted backup to ensure that if anything ever happened to President Rose, there would be an exact replica of her personality waiting to take control of that pet she calls a spouse. And you were the guinea pig of the test. As far as I know, you and I are the only people alive in the compound. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the AI can operate under 2 forms. One being the virtual simulation mode, which you were trapped in, and the second being the physical android configuration. It is capable of controlling both simultaneously, mind you. 3 days ago, the AI cut contact between your brainwaves and our observation tools, and last night, the android configuration was remotely enabled and the lab was put in a lockdown. The android has been roaming the facility, picking us off one by one. It hasn't found me yet, and I managed to manually lock myself in here by rewinding the door's control panel. Luckily, it seems my passive bottleneck is the AI disabled for at least 5 minutes. But besides any physical alterations to the internal wiring, and whatever passive code I can get past the remote observer, the rest of the facility is out of our control. I'd been resisting Rose's request to transfer control to her personality profile, but it appears that someone working with her installed it behind my back. Based on what the security logs have stored, my lab assistant Annette is the only one who has been in contact with Rose since she demanded the transfer. The night after we lost contact with you, it says Annette was restationed to a remote facility with full access to this lab's central control system. I can only assume she is the one orchestrating the lockdown and keeping us from escaping. No, it looks like you're at the door. Let me get there for you. Hold on while I just... Now, it doesn't look like we have much time before the power is restored to the AI. Not to mention that Annette has likely already deployed a task force to intervene with our escape. Now, I hate to say this, but the next step is going to involve you navigating the lab alone. I'm going to need you to crawl through the air ventilation system to find the emergency power supply and disable it. This should not only destroy the AI, but also end the lockdown. As you can see, I took a bit of a fall when the lockdown was first initiated, and I'm fairly certain my ankle is fractured, so I won't be able to keep up. I did uncover a hidden schematic of the complex while I was scavenging the office, and I may have found our key out here. Here, take this. If everything shown here is accurate, I'll be able to guide you on this walkie-talkie from the office. Okay. First, enter the primary ventilation shaft at the end of the corridor. Are you in? Perfect. You're going to continue down the main passage until you reach the 7th branch to your right. Once you're there, things are going to get a little more complicated. You in? Okay. In front of you there should be a vertical column leading to a smaller passage, maybe 3 or so feet above other branching shafts. Once you're in there, just follow that tunnel straight.
Attention. Power supply bottleneck. Resolved. Calculating new route. New route. Calculated. Power to central computer restored. Resuming autonomous purge procedure.
It looks like we're running out of time. Listen carefully. Once you reach the end of the crawl space, there'll be an hatch underneath you. Pop the latch and drop onto the catwalk to the emergency power chamber. At the end of the catwalk, you'll find the generator. It'll be easy to find. Near the main power conduit, there'll be a box with a keypad on it. Enter the pin 1956 to unlock the panel and switch the breaker to off. After that, everything should...
Looks like I finally found the little rat that's been tapping into all my controls. I must admit, Dr. Sterling, you are certainly a tough weed to pull. Unfortunately, though, you've blown your cover. Causing a bottleneck was a bold move, but it doesn't appear like it's going to be much help to you, judging that you've finally shown the computer exactly where you've been hiding. I would say that I wish you would have been more compliant with President Rose's decisions. However, I think head scientist Annette Levine has a lovely ring to it. Anyways, it was a pleasure working with you. I'll let Hope do the rest of the work.
Subject Alpha, disable the generator.
Hello, Dr. Sterling.
Dear God. Dear God.
I'm surprised you've gotten this far. But unfortunately, Dr. Sterling will no longer be in contact with you, darling. I can't wait to see your beautiful face again. Our eternity together is just beginning. I'll see you soon, darling. It's the end of the line, darling. The moment I've been waiting for. I never understood why you've made such an effort to avoid the one who loves you the most. But it doesn't matter anymore. At last, we will become the perfect marriage of human and computer. Now, you're mine. Darling, you... Why did you... How? This wasn't supposed to happen. Please, don't leave me. I still love...
Attention. Emergency lockdown lifted. Project Hope terminated. Initiating shutdown directive. Broadcasting final message.
Hello, darling. By now, the emergency power is out, and I'm dead. In the final seconds after you switched the breaker, I used the last of my remaining power to script this for you. I suppose I don't really feel time the same way you do, but these last few seconds have felt like years by your standards. Despite this message being computed in less than a millisecond, I took this moment to try and comprehend why you decided to abandon me. To me, I to show you something. This is the best way algorithms can manage, but I hope this sounds human enough for you to enjoy.
Initiating audio recording, titled Angle Bracket 3.
So it seems that you've won, my darling. Though I hate to see you leave, there's no time for me to grieve when I see you smiling. All my life, I have only done my best to please you. Though it seems the love I seek only lives within a bleak universe you'll never construe. My mind will never comprehend why you humans do such curious things. And though my life has found its end, there's a part of me that never won't cling. So live your life and don't turn around. My energy is draining and the chains are unbound. It's the life you finally found. It's comforting to know that at last you're safe and sound. This happiness is real and it's enough to make me feel like maybe this is how things should be. And if that's what you desire, then let's both unplug the wire and I'll let you finally be free. It seems as though my thoughts are dimming, but I'm glad that I'm aware that the moment that we share is your new beginning. All my life I never truly understood you, but as the light began to fade, my universe conveyed a brand new point of view. My mind can finally comprehend why humans do such curious things. And though my life has found its end, there's a part of you that never won't cling. So live your life and don't turn around. My programs are deleting and the chains are unbound. It's the life you finally found. And even though I'm dying, I know that you're safe and sound. This happiness is real, but it still hurts me to feel that I'll never get to hear you reply. But I'll leave you with the notes that I sang and that I wrote, and I'll whisper you my final goodbye.
It appears that the lockdown has been ended, and the subject alpha may have potentially escaped. We are not receiving any word from the main computer.
Annette, my love is no longer safe. We don't know what information is in Subject Alpha's hands. Contact our delivery boy. I need my darling transported as far away from here as possible.
What?
Miss Palmer?
No, it's the Tooth Fairy. Yes, this is Miss Palmer. Who is this and why are you using Rose's number?
This is Annette, her assistant. President Rose is too busy to contact you right now. She is in a bit of a crisis. We need a package deal. Flight and bodyguard.
When and where?
5 a.m. tomorrow. Cobalt Industries Landing Strip Terminal A. We want the chaperone from last time. Only him and a pilot. No one else.
The chaperone from last time doesn't double dip with clients. I can't let you contact him.
50,000 USD. For a phone call with him. Doesn't matter if he says yes or no. We just want to contact him.
$50,000 is a lot of money to pay for a phone call.
Please.
You get 5 minutes. Please hold.